No, so such a be with the beginners. I tell you, the group was a group that dive into the prototype system for a few technicians, like a Google engineer that wanted to become the CEO exec or like Google for like the Alphabet company. And that's basically you have a couple proficiency of like youngs that he has in there that go off and write and somewhat innovate within the code system of them. I already know who they are because I attended university with some of them and which we parted way from on, especially but at the same time you're gonna make a circle right back into them into the cyber system within a scene of music for instrument. You're gonna find out inside the hardware store, the spaces in there where they got like the bass and the music. So they have their own firmware codes and system. That's where it's like compressing and extracting data on the space. And some of them are like their own network within some spaces where they deal with like their own territory. So in there you have a couple, not even like they're like province lords, yeah, like governors also, but the governorship itself is part of a system that's like mad archaic. It's mad dumb because they have a lot of inbred and like a lot of multiplication on the special, but at the same time they use the resource, yeah, to go off and leverage on the special and locking contracts to become the boss, like some groups on the special. Yeah, so by the time I'm just like chilling out there because every time we go into another sequence tomorrow, they're always so petty into more things because they're counting the dollars on the special. Yeah, so whenever they think they ain't got no money to go off and buy food, and I feel saying that's how petty. That's how small and little. Yeah, the group will go off and try to be as annoying as possible around the person. No, because apparently they didn't know I was in. They literally picked up the behavior of like some of the prisoners that were uneducated within that space. Yeah, but they didn't know the entire time I was paying attention to the older people. Yeah, that was silent beyond the scene of that prison system. With the others that were like snitching to like the system, and then the system over there was back there in the United States snitching into more things. Specifically, the main ones that I was watching out for would have been not even dudes around that age, would have been dudes around my age that are like in their 30s and their 40s that are like some of the main killers. I was like the muscle itself that was holding out the main young inside the prison system to go off like smack down anybody in that special. And that would have been your main dudes on the special. Yeah, so this dude, I don't know how he got the information that I kept on my phone privately about the other spaces. Alright, I just got lucky that, yeah, because again, I tell you the group itself is like a full group, yeah, from other governments that are like mad bootleg into more things especially, and then they try to go off for like someone reign my government to go off for like someone be as stupid as theirs, especially and they could never beat any of my liberals that have in that special inside of the civil system inside my own courthouse at all. The only thing they do is that they bring all these engineers that are classical, but at the same time they don't have a flexibility on the special. So that's why I got the dude we are playing the flute on the specials. Yeah, I have like black dudes playing the flute, and they're very intelligent. Specials in there, and they'll be dancing around these dudes continuously over and over and over again. It's a civil system because again I try to tell them like they miss the entire gym class hero groups or dudes that are born into like the 21st century that want to like someone pick up the educational liberal English system over here. They're going to find that's like really educated that always challenge certain things about the civil system on the special side, and they could never reach a bridge to that group itself. So they could never bridge to like intelligence like that. If a flexibility that's just like too high for them. So the only thing they could do is just go up and try to compress and try to like create an overfire circuit on the special. Yeah, but I said again, you get to see how what the shit I had to fucking deal with into like a group that like build a hive think against a person over the last 5 years and focus on the video as if I was their friend or something like that. To then go off and like look at my money on the special. So when they get to see $0 in my pocket and they get to see that I'm not going out to, no, cause it's weird as fuck. Cause tomorrow come I might have money in my pocket. I'm be in a restaurant eating good food. And I might be in different city and different hotel, just like minding my business and going by my friends. And then with you next week, they won't be there waiting for me to like slip and then go off for like fucking cook barbecues on my special. Yeah, today I'm drawing money off the ATM. Tomorrow they're gonna try to like go off and try to like make sure that I can't draw no money off the ATM or something. And like continuously every time you slap the shit out of them, continuously in the comment cycle of it, like what is your point or something? I got my stuff in order on the special, and you just there to go off and try to wait for me to slip on the special. listen to my conversation. All sorts of shit that's like mad dumb. No, because again, I fucking hate some of the females within that third world place where that I go off and fuck some of the cops as like the grannies and they go to church with them. So, yeah, these hoes over here are like some of the worst on the fucking space because you won't find them around the hotel as fucking maids, but they don't know. I already know who the niggas that they fucking is. So, and they treat that no, because I already know what the hoes are like, and they're trying to know their fucking education. So, no, because once the niggas will go off and brainwash that shit over here and then spam shit, that's what it's like. God is talking inside of its head, and it's seeing like 3D visions around the space. Giving them a fake reality to go off and believe that life is good around the fucking space. It's literally fucking raping the bitch right in front of everybody with shit that's what it's like fucking fuck shit that's like mad dumb. And then the whole go off and try to force you to go off like be like a daughter when she goes off and use the entire city to go off and beat the shit out of her daughter if she were to like go off and wear a miniskirt on the fucking space of that. But she did to a male within the American space that lives on a space like Connecticut or like upstate New York where like we have different rules and different laws that's like much more versatile for like the liberal system. So they bought like not even American rule. They bought like fucking India rule or like fucking Thailand or Cambodia rule as like military province generals to then go off and try to go off and like fucking take the kin and beat people, young people like myself inside the United States on especially. And by the time the government of the U.S. allowed that to happen, that was the beginning to go off for like somewhat start a civil war, and especially burn down everything. They were the main culprit over there myself. I tell you, they're gonna get nuked eventually. I'm not gonna feel nothing until my friends for the shit that they fucking looking around for.